Welcome back to Monster Mates.
Yes, sorry about the week hiatus. I had some very busy things going on in my personal life.
Very, very
But
busy.
to make it up, we have brought in a special guest. Jack, hello.
Yay!
Hello, good to be here.
Yay, welcome, Jack.
Yes.
As new tradition, pick a number.
Between 1 and 67.
All right, I'm gonna go. Wait, have you get? I think I'm gonna go with 5 because that's my favorite number. Have you guys picked that already?
5. Yes, we have.
Shit.
Dude, I have PTSD. I had 3 numbers in a row, and I guessed 3 in a row, and I just went.
saw that. That was
I was just
exciting.
like, is that my default? Are those my like default numbers? I hated it. I was like, oh no.
Okay. 27.
27 elf girls.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Gonna pop open a cola for this one.
Oh shit.
I had
Alright,
some
what-
beverages
so-
for this occasion.
All right, what kind of
enough.
elves are we talking about? Are we talking about Keebler elves? Or are we talking about like
We're talking your Tolkien pointy ear elf girls.
the ones that live forever?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
see.
been a while since I've seen like Tolkien stuff.
I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted a Keebler elf girl to give me a cookie.
Oh man.
But all right, before going into this, I'm going to say my rating will be it'll be a 7.
All right.
I think I think 6, 7 sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. I would give it maybe a. I think I'm gonna go 7 too, because
Okay.
it seems like just a fun ride overall.
Yeah. All right. So, obviously, one important thing to go over first and foremost is the fact that they live a very, very long time, and they always seem to keep their youth throughout all of that. So that is it's basically no matter when you're gonna go to them, they're always gonna look fantastic.
That's a thing they had in like the anime, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but like apparently that's seen as they're old because humans live for such a short time.
Yeah, and the
that-
elf dude didn't really like it because they like had the old person smell on them.
Yeah, like it's like, oh man, she's a dude. She's hot as hell,
Even
and
though they
it's just
still
like,
look like 19.
yeah, exactly. That's like, what are you talking about? She's hot as hell, and then everyone went for the old human granny. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that
No.
part grossed me out. I couldn't stand it.
Oh no! Every time she showed up, I just went, no.
All right, so is it just like the ears and the age? Is that like it, or is there any like underlying details that we should know about?
I would say, oh goodness. Okay, I would say elves would have some magical properties, but more of a nature base, I would say.
Magical.
I'm looking it up right now, and it says apparently, although they naturally look down on pretty much all other races, non-corrupted elves are physically capable of interbreeding with humans.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Huh.
Okay. So if I feel like in a relationship, I would not be down for an elf. She will be a hot banging MILF when I'm an old man.
Oh no, I can see how that's really strange.
Like I don't think I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I mean, plus if elves look down on other species, it's just gonna be like, ugh, disgusting human.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I don't know if I could handle a relationship. Now, brothel being a totally different setting, I'm so down for a brothel of this.
I'd imagine
be a
they'd
good-
still have like the same amount of libido, like at that
Yeah.
age, and they're just like, "Come on!" I'm like, "Oh no, not my pelvis again."
Oh no.
I think they would be pretty good sadists.
Oh
They
really?
would be good
Sadists?
sadists.
I
Whichever
imagine them being like kind of submissive, honestly.
I mean, yes.
Maybe
but I
depending
guess
if
it
they're
all
corrupted,
depends.
like a dark elf is like sadistic, and maybe a normal wood elf is like.
Like there's like two aesthetics, both like submissive and dominant. When it comes to elves, that's what I think
Yeah.
at least. They can they can like rock both.
For sure.
Yeah,
It all depends on what exactly you're going for, I guess.
pretty much.
Let's see.
If I had to go for one right now, I'd be like, I want the dark elves.
Oh man. I'm on the
Absolutely,
opposite
give me the
end, so
dark
I'd
elves.
probably go what are the other kinds of elves?
There's drow elves, there's high elves, wood elves.
Wood elf. Ooh, wood elf.
Yeah.
That sounds exotic.
Keebler.
Wood elves are usually just the ones who are hanging out in the forest, making
Yeah.
their own little civilization thing.
A
And
little
I
forest
imagine
fuck,
those. Oh,
Those
what
are
is
the
it?
pretentious ones, being like, "We live in the
Yes.
woods.
Yeah,
We're
man.
better than you." They're like the vegans of the real world.
Yeah.
We're better than you.
Oh yeah, they are like the vegans of the elf world. With their keto diets and shit.
Yeah. Have fun with your civilized world. We're out here living in huts because we're civilized.
Yes, our bricks are made of leaves.
Mm.
We're so much superior.
But I imagine with all that extra, all that extra physical work, that they would have a lot of like stamina.
I feel like they would be toned.
Yeah.
They're toned. They're not
Yes.
super muscular, but they
Yeah,
are
they're
definitely
definitely
well
like
defined.
Yeah, they're definitely not the tank in the party.
Yeah.
They have like a lot of stamina.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a part of me that is enticed by the elves because, like, whenever we see Legolas is a beautiful man. Let's be honest.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know if there'd be a difference in between a human and an elf in bed. I can't think of like something that goes, what does a elf offer that a normal person doesn't?
Maybe they can like mage heal you so you can like nut again.
Probably.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Infinite nut respawn. Oh
Oh
no.
goodness.
Oh man.
I don't want that power.
I don't know. It's
That
really,
power's
like,
too good.
There's a lot of like experimenting. We can't really go off on like wiki information here. We have to like make up our own stuff with elves there.
Yeah. Like, I bet their ears are super sensitive. Like, it's like the
Yes,
like.
Oh,
that
the-
trope.
Yes,
Tip
of course.
their ears.
Yeah, as much as it is a trope, I like it. I think it's great. Just being like, I cannot wait to mess with your ears.
I'm not so huge on the ears. I just like how they look though.
For
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Like that's kind of like my thing with centaurs. If you've listened to that one yet, is they are centaurs are fucking beautiful, and I'm like I love the concept of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck them.
Yeah, no.
Nah, I'm good.
Not so huge on that.
I'm not huge on that either.
Oh boy.
But I was just more along the lines of, I think elves, if you wanted, like, say, if mythical creatures and all this was real, if you wanted to pick a thing saying, I'm going to go pick the safest route to jump into that monster puss, you're jumping into elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the starter, honestly.
Yeah, it's the starter elf. You know, it's
Yeah.
like,
the gateway drug.
No,
It's
it's,
the
a
gateway
starter
drug to
race,
weird.
basically,
Yeah.
of like all the monster girls.
and the next step is the dark elves who are
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yep, different
It's like-
colored skin, but it's still the same.
Submit.
Submit
Just
to
crack
their
out
will.
5 whips.
Oh no. Made out of vines. Ah.
Ah, shit, man. That's
Oh,
crazy.
dude, the wood elves are like, no, I'm gonna whip you with actual vines. It's like, no.
Oh man. What would the wood elves use though, like as toys?
Oh goodness.
Sticks?
Sticks. Yeah. They would
Just
probably
like-
use.
Unpolished, dirty ass stick.
Oh no, they get like
Yes.
the
No.
runes, like this is a rune with a bunch of carvings on it. Time to
Jeez.
use it as a dildo.
Oh boy, yeah, like a totem.
It's a totem dildo.
Oh,
They would use canes that they made,
Oh,
most likely.
gosh.
Could you imagine? I don't know why this popped into my head. Could you imagine like an arrow shooting?
Oh yeah, I was just
thing?
gonna say, like a butt plug.
Yeah, it just
What
shoots the
the
arrow right into someone's ass. Just here you
Like
go.
perfect aim.
Yeah, they'll never
goodness.
miss.
Like,
Oh.
They will
That's
never miss
terrible.
their mark. All right. If you want the Legolas experience, bend over prostate wise, and he'll aim it perfectly.
Oh
yeah,
my
I'd imagine
goodness.
wood elves to be like very like resourceful. Like kind of like the Bear Grylls in bed.
Oh
Yes.
no. I'm gonna drink my own urine. No, we
Oh,
don't want
God.
that part. No, we're good.
I was. That's not what I was talking about, but no. Oh gosh.
No,
I
but
forgot
don't
about
worry.
that meme.
Their piss is always sterilized because they're elves.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
true.
good.
Goodness.
Here, okay. Here's the other thing: is I always wonder if you had kids with elves, because they live forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or close to forever, I guess.
that's true.
I don't know what the actual numbers for lifespan of elves are, but if you had a kid with one, you're gonna have that baby until you die because it's just gonna be like a toddler still.
Like if you want to get into semantics.
Yeah, tell me D&D,
Um,
man.
Yes. If you want to get into semantics, half elves usually live twice the lifespan as humans,
Oh,
and I
God.
believe that's it.
That's like twice as long of a Y phase.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna keep constantly asking you shit when you're like 50. Dying.
Like, okay, do elves have like better proportions than humans? Are they like more like
They
are
need
they
to be
bustier
taller.
or curvier?
They're more dexterous. They're more flexible, I would say.
I see.
Taller is definitely like that's definitely there. Curvier, I wouldn't know so much about. But judging from like the judging from like the anime that I've seen, I think curvy's definitely a category.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think those are like the brothel ones. If you go to a brothel, you're gonna
Oh,
see
yeah.
that.
They're gonna have that definitely.
They're gonna have them arrow jugs. For
Yeah,
sure.
the narrow joke. What?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Gonna have them mason jars of mana right there.
Oh man, time for
Oh.
nut revive.
Oh, that's funny. Like it's called a thing.
Oh no,
It has a
it's
name.
like to
Goodness.
pay more for the nut revive.
Oh boy.
It's not
30 bucks
asking
an
for
hour.
more time, it's asking for the nut revive.
Oh, $30 an
Oh.
hour. That's a
If
fucking
you wish
cheap.
for us to
I just
revive
realized.
all your children, they'll be extra.
Like $30 an hour. That's like really cheap. I just realized.
Yeah, and like,
That's
but,
crazy.
but here's the thing, I bet they would like drain you dry. It's kind of like the succubus thing. They'll drain you dry the next day, but it's
Oh,
cheap
yeah.
as hell.
That episode.
Oh, dude, that episode was great.
Goddamn. Traumatized me.
Oh my god, right? Like, you'll never look at succubus again. When you did the devil girl, I was just like, oh man, pigtails.
Oh yeah.
Pigtails are top tier.
Low hanging pigtails, definitely.
Oh,
10
hell
out
yeah.
of 10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I again, it goes back to, I think elves are good. I like elves, but I think they're the starter, right? If
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
jump into monster, you're starting at elves. Like girls who are like, don't even know they like it. They're like, oh man, Legolas is so badass. I'm like, oh, monster,
That's
huh?
true.
It's just like, he's not a monster. I'm like, technically.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I forgot. It was something about elves.
I would hope so.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
I think overall, it's like you really can't find too many negatives with elves, except just for the fact that they're only slightly different from like actual humans, and
Yeah.
that's just
They're probably a little more aggressive. As the old song says, elves are quick to recognize lewdness. by
Yeah.
King Score.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
That song is great.
Yeah, love that song too.
I was honestly thinking, I'm like, I wish that was in free domain so I could have that as like the ending intro outro.
That's true.
It's the We're Shameless, Trevor, that song.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But one thing as well, I just remembered, they've lived for a long time. They're more experienced than us, so they'll be like, we're like amateurs to them.
oh yeah. They'll definitely like take control.
Yeah. So they'll be like, yeah, I know what to do in this situation, and be like, okay, fine.
Okay.
You do you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
true.
if I had to end the note and say, I would say a 6. They're nice and but they're so neutral that you can't do anything fun or interesting with them, that it's so down the line, you know.
Yeah.
But that extra experience and the ears thing help to make it a 6 rather than a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think I'm gonna put mine. I think I'll just put mine at a solid 5. It's
Okay.
like I think elves are just a little too typical, and they don't provide too much to the table. like there's some cool aesthetic things, but other than that, there's not too much going for them.
Yeah, like I said, it's their attire and their culture and who they are and what they do and their like natural abilities is what's all like, oh my god, that is amazing. But when it comes down to actual like relationship and in bed stuff, it's just like it's same as a person, I guess.
Yeah. I'd give it an 8 actually.
Oh, okay.
Because yes, they're probably a bit more aggressive, but I imagine elves to be very like respectful, and they're respectful of like your boundaries and shit. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna finish off with.
Sounds good. I'm over here like step on my boundary.
Oh man.
I think we'll call it there for Elf Girls, everyone.
Yes. Would you bang an elf girl? And while you do that, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow us on the Twitter Burb, and be sure to check out the wonderful artists who drew the thumbnail for this week's episode, or for
Who knows?
for today's
It could
episode.
also be our drawing from our wonderful guest, Jack here.
Yes, follow me.
Yay. We'll
it.
have a few more episodes in the future with Jack as well, so look forward to those, and comment why you want about banging an elf girl and what you would rate it. We'd love reading them.
Cheers.
Bye.